Ever wonder if there are secrets to driving that only a few experienced drivers know? Well, you're in luck. In today's video, we're revealing car secrets only 1% of drivers know that could change the way you drive. From hidden features to expert tricks, these tips will help you drive smarter, safer, and more efficiently. Let's dive in. Number 10. Motion parallax speed perception. Ever feel like you're driving slower than you actually are? Especially when you're in a taller vehicle like an SUV or a truck. It's not just in your head. It's a real optical illusion called motion parallax. Here's the deal. When you're behind the wheel of a taller car, your higher position gives you a different view of the road. Objects closer to you seem to zoom by much faster, while distant objects look like they're barely moving at all. It creates this weird perception that you're driving slower than you really are. Have you ever noticed how trees or signs seem to race past when you're close to them, but mountains or distant buildings hardly budge? This is motion parallax in action. It messes with your sense of speed and distance, making you feel like you're cruising at a much slower pace than the reality. This could make you underestimate how fast you're going, especially on highways or open roads. So, next time you're in a taller vehicle, take a second to double-check your speed. That visual trick might be making you think you're going slower than you actually are. Number 9. Avoid dry steering. Have you ever found yourself turning the steering wheel while your car is parked? It might seem harmless, but this habit, known as dry steering, can actually do some serious damage to your car's steering system. Here's the thing. When you turn the wheel while the car is stationary, you're putting extra strain on key parts like the power steering pump, rack and pinion, tie rods, and bearings. Over time, this unnecessary stress can lead to premature wear and tear. But that's not all. Dry steering can also harm your tires. Without the car moving, the tires rub against the road surface, causing friction without any motion to spread the pressure evenly. This can lead to flat spots or uneven wear on your tires, which no one wants to deal with. Now, occasional dry steering might not ruin your car immediately, but why risk it? It's always a good idea to turn the wheel while moving, even if it's just a little, to reduce the strain on both the steering system and your tires. Keep this in mind, and you'll be helping your car stay in better shape for longer. Number 8. AC versus windows at highway speeds. When you're cruising down the highway, you might think that rolling the windows down is the best way to stay cool and save on fuel, especially if you don't want to use the AC. But here's a surprising twist. Using your air conditioning at speeds above 55 miles per hour is actually more fuel efficient than opening the windows. Why? The answer lies in aerodynamic drag. When you open the windows, your car faces more air resistance as it speeds along, which forces the engine to work harder just to maintain your speed. This added effort eats up more fuel. Studies back this up. For example, at speeds over 80 miles per hour, having the windows down can cause a more noticeable drop in fuel efficiency compared to just using the AC. It may seem counterintuitive, but the extra drag created by open windows can be more costly than the energy consumed by your air conditioning. Now, this doesn't mean you should never open your windows, though. At lower speeds, the impact on fuel efficiency is minimal, and the difference between using the AC and having the windows down isn't as significant. However, once you hit the highway and increase your speed, the picture changes. For the best fuel economy and to keep your engine from working overtime, it's smart to keep the windows up and let the AC do its thing. So, next time you're cruising along the freeway, you'll know that keeping your car aerodynamically efficient is key to saving fuel. Number 7. Mirror night mode. Struggling with blinding headlights from cars behind you at night? Here's a quick tip to make your drive much more comfortable. Adjust your rearview mirror to night mode. This simple feature can reduce glare from following vehicles' high beams. How to adjust? Most vehicles have a lever or a tab at the bottom of the rearview mirror that allows you to switch between day and night modes. To activate night mode, gently tilt the mirror forward or backward, depending on your vehicle, as this action changes the angle and reduces the reflection of headlights from behind you. When the sun comes back out, just reverse the adjustment to switch back to day mode, which gives you optimal visibility. Understanding how it works. Rear view mirrors with day-night modes have two reflective surfaces. In day mode, the mirror reflects brighter images, perfect for daylight driving. When you switch to night mode, the mirror tilts, dimming the reflected light to reduce glare and make night driving safer and more comfortable. For even more convenience, some modern cars come with automatic dimming mirrors, which automatically adjust the brightness based on light conditions behind you, so you don't have to worry about constantly adjusting it for yourself. Blown away by these game-changing car secrets? You won't believe what other pro tips are waiting for you. If you're enjoying these insider tricks, hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive driving hacks. And let me know in the comments, did you already know any of these secrets? Or are you ready to start using them on your next drive? Number 6. Lane Change Speed Match. When changing lanes on the freeway, how do you make sure you don't disrupt the flow of traffic? It's simple. Accelerate slightly to match the speed of the lane you're merging into. This small adjustment helps you seamlessly blend into traffic without causing sudden braking that could lead to dangerous situations. After all, sudden stops on the freeway can be risky for everyone around you, right? If you're moving from a lane traveling at 55 miles per hour into one moving at 65 miles per hour, you'll need to accelerate to keep up. On the flip side, if you're merging into a slower lane, it's all about decelerating smoothly. A smooth transition is key. If you suddenly slow down during a lane change, drivers behind you won't be expecting it, which could result in a rear-end collision. So, the next time you make a lane change, do you think about the speed of the traffic you're merging into? Staying aware of the flow and adjusting your speed accordingly can make lane changes safer and more efficient. Number 5. Manual transmission tricks. Want to take your manual transmission skills to the next level? There are a couple of key tricks that can make your driving smoother and extend the life of your vehicle. Let's dive into rev match downshifts and no-clutch traffic techniques. First up, rev match downshifts. This is a game changer when it comes to deceleration. By adjusting the engine's RPM to match the transmission speed before shifting down, you can create smoother transitions and reduce stress on your drivetrain. How do you do it? Simple. Before you downshift, give the throttle a quick blip to sync the engine speed with a lower gear. This makes the shift feel almost seamless, especially when driving downhill or approaching turns, helping maintain vehicle stability and reducing wear on your clutch. Next, let's talk about no-clutch traffic. In stop-and-go conditions, constantly engaging and disengaging the clutch can lead to unnecessary wear. So, what's the trick? Keep your car in gear when stationary and use the parking brake to hold it in place. This method reduces the amount of clutch slipping and minimizes fatigue. When moving at very low speeds, modulate your speed with the throttle instead of riding the clutch. This avoids the dreaded clutch burn and extends the lifespan. A few additional tips. When starting on an incline, use the parking brake to hold the vehicle still while you transition from brake to accelerator. This prevents rollback and reduces clutch wear. And when cruising, avoid coasting with the clutch disengaged or the car in neutral. This can increase clutch wear and leave you with less control over the vehicle. Master these techniques, and you'll notice smoother driving, fewer repairs, and a longer-lasting clutch. Number 4. Fog driving protocol. Driving in foggy conditions can be tricky, but did you know that your lighting choices can make all the difference in keeping you safe? High beams may seem like a good idea, but using them in fog actually creates more problems than it solves. The intense light reflects off the water vapor in the fog, creating a glare that severely limits your visibility. So, what's the best way to drive in fog? Low beam headlights are your best bet. They're designed to line up the road directly in front of your vehicle without causing unnecessary glare. This makes them ideal for foggy conditions as they don't reflect off the fog particles, giving you clear visibility. Another crucial tool is fog lights. These lights are specifically designed to cut through low visibility conditions. They produce a wide, bar-shaped beam with a sharp cutoff at the top, allowing you to see the road surface directly ahead without causing that awful glare. Mounted lower on the vehicle, fog lights help reduce the reflection off fog, rain, or snow. A great strategy in dense fog is to use both your low beams and fog lights together. This combination helps enhance road illumination without blinding yourself or others. But remember, fog lights should never replace your low beams. They're meant to work together for optimal visibility. And always remember, avoid high beams. The next time you're driving through thick fog, keep your lights low and your view of the road will be much clearer. Number 3. Straight road speed perception. Ever feel like you're driving slower than you actually are when cruising down a straight, open road? It's not just you. Many drivers underestimate their speed on straight stretches, leading to driving faster than intended. This misperception can compromise safety because the faster you go, the less time you have to react to potential hazards. The road environment plays a big role in this. For example, roads bordered by trees or open fields can make you feel like you're moving at a slower pace even when you're speeding. This optical trick can make it tempting to keep your foot on the gas without realizing how fast you're really going. So, how do you keep your speed in check? Reduce speed earlier when you're on a straight road. Anticipating the need to slow down for turns, intersections, or any potential hazards can help bring your actual speed in line with your perceived speed. It's also a good idea to periodically check your speedometer to make sure you're not unknowingly speeding. Lastly, be mindful of changes in the environment. If you notice the road opening up or becoming less obstructed, it might make you feel like you're going slower. Adjust your speed accordingly to stay safe. By staying aware of these factors, you'll be able to manage your speed more effectively and drive with better control. Number 2. Emergency trunk release. Did you know that modern cars come with a glow-in-the-dark lever inside the trunk? It's a critical safety feature that many people overlook, but it can make all the difference in an emergency. This lever allows occupants to escape from the trunk in situations like accidental entrapments or, in rare cases, abductions. It's a feature that's been mandatory in U.S. vehicles since the 2002 model year, but how many of us actually know it's there? The origin of this emergency trunk release stems from a tragic event in 1995. After Jeanette Fennell and her husband were kidnapped and trapped in their car's trunk, Fennell launched an advocacy campaign to prevent such incidents from happening again. Her efforts led to the creation of the interior trunk release mandate, ultimately saving lives and preventing future tragedies. The glow-in-the-dark design ensures that even in low-light situations, you can find and pull the release mechanism to open the trunk from the inside. This feature is vital in preventing dangerous situations like heat stroke or asphyxiation when trapped at a confined space. Make sure you know where the emergency trunk release lever is located in your car. It could save your life. Educate all passengers, especially children, about its function and ensure that the lever is unobstructed and works properly during regular maintenance checks. It's a small but essential feature that can make all the difference in an emergency. At number 1, check engine light basics. Ever notice your check engine light turning on? Before you panic, it's worth checking the most common culprit, a loose gas cap. Believe it or not, this simple issue is often the reason for CEL illumination, and the fix is usually just as simple as tightening the cap. A loose or damaged gas cap can cause a drop in pressure within the fuel system, which triggers the CEL. The gas cap is there to seal the fuel system, keeping pressure intact and preventing harmful fuel vapors from escaping. If the cap isn't properly sealed, the system can't maintain pressure, causing the engine light to turn on. The fix? Just ensure the cap is tightened securely after refueling. You should hear a clicking sound when it's in place. If it's cracked or damaged, replacing it might do the trick. However, if tightening the gas cap doesn't turn off the CEL, there could be other issues. While a loose gas cap is the most common cause, the light can also be triggered by problems like a faulty oxygen sensor, malfunctioning mass airflow sensor, or even issues with the catalytic converter. It could also be a sign of worn-out spark plugs or a malfunctioning ignition coil. Before rushing to the mechanic, start by checking the gas cap. If the CEL stays on or if you notice any performance issues, like rough idling or decreased power, it's time to dig a little deeper. Using an OBD2 scanner can help identify the specific problem by reading the diagnostic codes from your vehicle's computer. If all else fails, consult a professional mechanic to get to the bottom of the issue. That's a wrap on today's Car Secrets. Ready to drive like a pro? If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more awesome content. Drop your thoughts or your favorite car hacks in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.